You're my favorite Twitch user.
Yeah, March 18th.
I'm pretty hyped for Dime.
Oh, Hamlin and Flux are playing again.
Yeah.
Okay.
We were just talking about this. But do you know about Flux's new secret algorithm thing that's not a secret?
No.
So Flux is making a thing that's going to actually like seed people who never play against each other. So it's going to like measure how many times each person has played each other.
And then like seed accordingly?
And then, yeah, like bias it against seeding them together again.
That's sick.
Yeah, so this won't happen for the 9th time. It'll happen 8 times, but not 9.
Do we know when he's implementing that?
No. I don't even know if it's done yet. He was just telling me about it a while back.
That's
I also don't know if I'm supposed to talk about it, but I already accidentally told Hamlin, so...
And it was on stream, so the world knows.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm really hyped for... Oh, wait, is this it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm just going to say one more thing. I'm hyped about Dime because we haven't had a big Dime in a really long time.
Yeah, it's been like a year.
I think it's been longer than that. The last, like, really big Dime was Dime 8 with Silent Wolf.
Well, no, Lucky came to Dime 12.
Oh, yeah. That one wasn't nearly as big, though, is the thing. Like, there was... that Dime 8 was the first time DFW had a greater than 100-person tournament. Oh,
great
good,
kill
good
by
job,
Flux.
Finland. Get away from those.
Those are Ian's mother's cookies. And they're wonderful.
Nobody who's ever touched Jigglypuff is allowed to have those. Okay, anyway, let's talk about the match. So, from what I know, Hamlin generally has a very positive, like, Flux struggles with Hamlin a lot. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. They play, usually how it goes is like Flux has to play GP in bracket and then he has to play Hamlin, but I think he just...
I like that we have set brackets here.
I think that's why we're all very excited for Flux's little algorithm. But yeah, so this has been happening for a couple months now.
I'm looking at what the decisions Flux is making, and he is not reacting as much as he normally does. He's flubbing things. So I think Hamlin is in his head already before the match.
Oh!
Wow, sick read by Flux.
goodness.
Flux is the best player in DFW. Amazing.
Yeah,
Dude.
Hamlin just got pwned.
Yeah, there's really nothing.
Oh, Andrew just got... All right.
Dude, the fire moves are so good in this
They're broken. They're both humans, so if you light them on fire, they take extra damage because they have flesh.
Yeah, this is true. It's just like Pokemon. Okay, so, yeah, what I was saying about Flux is it seems like he's already in his own head about this because he's lost to Hamlin 8 times in a row, probably.
Right.
But, oh, that was good.
Although, from what I've seen, he has done, like, gradually a little tiny bit better against Hamlin.
Yeah, he gets better and better.
The past few times they played, I think he's taken a game, but it's been on his counter pick. So he needs to start being able to take a game on the neutral stage before he can really go.
I think Falcon is one of the most important characters to win Game 1 with.
Yeah.
Because so Falcon, Marth, and Sheik, I think, are the most stage-dependent characters of the relevant characters. I'm not, like, thinking about Ices there because I don't really know how stage-dependent they are. Marth versus Ices feels very not stage-dependent.
As long as FD is banned, then it's pretty whatever.
I actually think FD is Marth's best stage in that matchup. But,
I think it has the potential to be, but it just people don't play the matchup like it should be.
That's why, like, generally... Well, I don't counterpick you there because I know you're going to counterpick me there.
Yeah.
So, but otherwise, I would definitely counterpick you there because I care more about, like, learning how to exactly do my best stage.
Yeah, but this is super close right now.
Yeah. So, yeah, what I was going to say, Falcon really needs to win Game 1 because he loses really hard on his counterpicks, but he wins very hard on his own counterpicks.
Yeah.
So if you win Game 1, like...
Oh, that power shit.
Honestly, in Falcon versus Marth, I think that...
Poop combo.
Nice. I think that in Falcon versus Marth, everything after Game 1 is pretty much just a formality. You know, you're like, well, I won Game 1, so we can just play the other games for fun, but I already won. But yeah, so...
Andrew's going back to back.
I think Falcon is really good on Battlefield.
Yeah.
This isn't that surprising. I also think Falcon's stages against Sheik are really weird. Like, FD, I actually think Sheik wrecks Falcon on FD. Even though that's a pretty common Falcon counterpick. So I don't think many of his stages are great except Stadium. Which Hamlin almost definitely banned.
Yeah.
Hamlin is
that was sick.
Wow. Hamlin
was a
loves
sick
downer.
combo.
Yeah, Hamlin is the downer master of DFW.
Loose. Okay, neutral, just like throwing a needle in neutral is so good against pretty much any character. Because it forces them into the air after they just take 3% and just get completely halted. And if they're not ready for it, then they're just stuck there on the ground, and you're like, aha, you run in and you do something.
It really depends. I think you might be a little bit biased here. I can tell what Flux is thinking right now. That happens all the time in our sets where he'll overextend on an edge guard and die. That's a bad habit Flux has for sure. But he's definitely gotten better about it recently. Nice.
Falcon
Sick.
Stomp does reach through the side platforms, and Hamlin was just being a weenie and charging up smash.
Yeah. Hamlin, okay, so something Hamlin does is even when he, like, at least I feel like this, even when he's afraid of people, he'll try to style on them. So if Hamlin is trying to, like, do some quote-unquote disrespectful stuff to you, that doesn't necessarily mean he thinks you're bad or something.
No, it's just literally
this is
how
part
Hamlin
of how
is.
he plays, yeah.
It's not, to him, it's sometimes not even styling. It's just,
Flux?
this is the coolest option, so I'm going to do it.
Yeah, well, I think it also helps him in his mindset. Like, if he gets something cool, it pumps him up, which I think is a very valid way of playing.
Did he no impact line that up there?
I don't. You can't do that with aerials. He probably just aerial interrupted. Okay,
yeah,
so
aerial interrupted.
Flux is getting force stuck right now.
Nah, he's fine.
Oh, sick. That was a great up air. Really,
really solid up
it
air.
was really up.
I mean, up air on platforms, there's not a lot of characters can do about it.
Sheik, Sheik versus Falcon is so threatening, doing that thing where she runs off and jumps back on.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty hard for Falcon to deal with. It's easy for, like, other characters too, I feel like. But Falcon, it's especially
He missed the follow-up off the edge guard. He just dashed.
Oh, okay, so a fun thing about Sheik... Okay.
So Hamlin just up smash, spot dodge, up smash, spot dodge, up
I
smash.
think this is the
worked.
point. Okay, so there's slightly different methods of Hamlin styling, and one of them is the one where you can tell that he is trying to mess around with you.
Yeah, and that was him messing around.
You know, when he's
time.
up 3 stocks, he's gonna try to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like he kind of has to get back. Like he feels like he has to get back at Flux a little bit for that Falcon punch.
Yeah.
Because
Hamlin and
he
Flux.
stage spiked him with the poof, but he got Falcon punched in neutral and died.
Mm-hmm.
You don't just recover from that.
He didn't even like try to. I don't know what he was doing. He didn't try to like roll away or anything. He just kind of took it.
I don't think either of them were expecting that Falcon punch.
Well, I think Hamlin just assumed he was spaced outside of it. But Falcon, he like leans forward a lot when he punches.
Yeah. He uses his incredible limbs to his advantage.
Falcon.
Oh no!
Dope. Wow.
That almost worked.
I mean, I don't think
down smashing almost worked.
Wow, Hamlin, that was so stylish.
That was the coolest failed down smash I have ever seen.
Yeah, Hamlin is, because he played a low tier in tournament, that makes Hamlin the coolest.
Oh,
person in
is this the
DFW.
Falcon punch?
I don't.
So he literally just dropped from a platform, sat there, and did a Falcon punch, and Hamlin just ate it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Hamlin is a hopeless idiot.
Yeah.
We were talking about how
you
stupid